Hello everybody. How are you all? Apparently my screen has stopped working. That's not good, is it? Let's try this again then. There we go. Excellent. Now you can see what I can see. This technology, right? It works. It's brilliant. Okay. Yes. So we are back again looking at OwaspHeaders.Core, but I thought it might be a good idea to show you what we're listening to before we head into that. We are listening to some more Chill Hop stuff. We're not on the Essentials 2023 yet. We are listening to Chill Hop Essentials Summer 2022 because the Summer 2023 one comes out next week. I'm also very keenly aware that I'm streaming this whilst WWDC 23 is happening. So if there's anyone that appears in chat, that will be a big surprise to me, but there you go. Yeah, the Summer 2023 isn't available yet as we stream this live. If I click here, you can see that it comes out on June 6th. So tomorrow, as I'm making this video. Fantastic. So yes, if you're wondering, this is what we're listening to. Now, what we did was last time that I streamed, there was this wonderful PR from GitHub user miguelcrpinto, and they have actually gone through and created the solution to this issue here, this cross-origin resource policy header. So if you don't know what that is, I'll talk about the project in a minute. This is an HTTP header that can be added into the browser, or rather added into your HTTP response, which tells the browser, hey, only allow requests from either the same site or the same origin or from anywhere else in the world. Why you might need this? Well, you might need this to be able to make sure that that people don't access content that they shouldn't do. If we go response headers on here, first of all, OWASP is amazing, and it's not the greatest acronym in the world. It stands for Open Web Application Security Project. I do apologize. Falling over my words today. This particular part of this project is called the Secure Headers Project, and this is a list of secure headers, or rather HTTP headers you can add into your application to make them more secure when dealing with requests over the web, if you're in HTTP. Now the cross-origin resource policy, I'm just going to zoom in so you all can see this. Scroll down a bit. There we go. The response header, also named COOP, C-O-O-P, allows you to ensure a top-level document does not share a browsing context group with cross-origin documents. COOP will process, isolate your document, and potential attackers can't get access to your global object if they are opening in a pop-up, preventing a set of cross-origin attacks dubbed XS leaks. So there's this whole page here about XS leaks, which you should totally read if you're interested in the security of your web applications. I believe someone's shouting and screaming in the house, but hey, who cares? Right, so where are we? Cross-origin resource policy. Here we go. So the cross-origin resource policy header has three possible values. Only allow requests from the same site, so that's google.com for instance. Only from the same origin, which has to be the same HTTP or HTTPS, the same host and the same port. So HTTPS google.com port 80, they have to come from that origin, or cross origin, which basically means can be literally from anywhere, it doesn't matter. So what this person has done is they've seen my issue, which is not brilliant, not really well written, but there's enough information here. And miguelcrpinto has taken hold of it and referenced it in this PR that they've created. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look through this PR and see what's going on. So, I think we did this before, but there's some more stuff. So, version 7. This version, does the changelog have to be in a table? Let's have a look. Can I go to the actual file, please? Give me more context. Changelog, major versions, 5, 4, 3, 2, 7. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll need to add some stuff. That's fine. I've missed a version in the table. That's fine. So version 7. This version adds the cross-origin resource policy header with the OWASP recommended value of same origin to the list of default headers in the build default configuration extension method. This was requested via issue 76. Fantastic. I like that. I'm happy with that. Oops. I'm happy with that change. Let's get to the next one. Okay. What have we got here? Oh, there was a copy paste error, if you remember. So if I go back a page, a couple of pages to get back to the PR. There we go. So first off, I didn't actually write this out. So emoji PR guide. Here we go. I'm gonna put this here in AC ring. I was using this guide when using the emoji comment. Looking at this new version of the PR now, live on Twitch. Cool. We've put that there. We've got some approval. That's fine. Okay, so this is an old comment. I'd put it was called cross origin value, and the value was same origin. Should have been cross origin. I believe this is a typo in the string value. Should have been. It's an easy typo, so no worries. It was indeed a copy paste mistake. That's fine. Let's have a look at the new changes. So let's have a look. That has now become cross origin. Fantastic. We've got version 6 in the CS proj. Fantastic. Rather, version 6.1 to 7.0 and 6.1 to 7.0. Fantastic. I am happy with all of these changes. Fantastic work. Thank you for your contribution. Approve. Oh, okay. So again, I've mentioned this before. I am a maintainer across 2 separate accounts. So we'll have to go and check this with my other account. I am going to move responsibility. We'll talk about that in a minute. But in order to do that, I've got to mute the old microphone. So bear with me a second. Hello again. Okay, so in order to review this, I've had to use my other computer and go to the repo, go to the pull request, and I'm going to approve that. So it now should update on this view. Excellent. So I will put this keyboard away, so just bear with me a second. I'm going to be right back again. And we're back again. Haha! Too much faffing around. Now, as you can see here, we've got some checks that are happening. So this is because if I go over to the code, we can see in the GitHub workflows, there is I believe it's a release. So on workflow dispatch, so if a maintainer pushes the button to run an action, then this will run. Otherwise, it's on a push on a branch to main. Right, so when we push to main, this one will run. This is not the one that's running. We go to .NET.YAML. This is on workflow dispatch. So when a maintainer goes to the actions page and pushes run this workflow, or when a pull request is opened, synchronized, or reopened, this one's going to run. So what this is going to do, let's close this helpful hint. It's going to go and do some code formatting checking for us. It's going to run on Ubuntu. It's going to check out the code. It's only going to be the most recent commits, so it doesn't pull the whole history. I'm going to set up .NET 6. I think that should be updated to .NET 7 at some point, but we'll leave that for now. Then it's going to install the .NET tool for .NET formatting called wrong button here. .NET format. It's going to use .NET format, which is fantastic, a fantastic CLI tool. If you have an editor config, you can use .NET format to enforce these changes every time you run something. We'll talk about all of those things in a moment, but essentially this is you run .NET format, and give it a project or solution, and it will format all of your code for you. You might be thinking, why do I need to do that, Jamie? If I have code formatting inside of my IDE. Well, this enforces formatting for things like tabs versus spaces, or for where new lines should be, and things like that. And then it does a .NET format check, which just checks the quality of the code. And then there's a build step, which requires the code check formatting to complete, and to complete successfully. It goes and grabs a Ubuntu latest machine, checks out the code again, and then sets up .NET 6. Does the .NET restore, which restores all the NuGet packages. Then it does a build of any and all CS projects it finds. Then it does a restore test again of any test projects it finds. Then it packages up the OwaspHeaders.Core CS proj in release without building or restoring, because we've already built and we've already restored. We've already built in release, you see. And then it attempts to upload the artifact so we can download it as a NuGet package from this page to then test it locally. So if we go back to that PR, we have a look. Oh, it's failed. That's what the little X means. So let's have a look. So it failed on here. My guess is that it failed on the code formatting. Okay, that's fine. White space. Okay, so what this is saying is in cross-origin resource policy CS line 2547, there's a white space issue. We need to fix that formatting and replace 10 characters with that. And then there's another one here, insert a space. So this is new line, space, 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 space. This is space, this is space. These are kind of annoying at times, but I like to use them because they're kind of useful. How are we going to do this? Do this. I wonder if I pull up the terminal, do cd, oh no, hang on, in the correct, on the correct drive, this one, in here, open with the terminal, and I do git branch. Oh, I was just looking to see if you could see that on the screen. Have test main rewrite. Do we have? Wonder if we can change to this particular branch. Make a commit. Git change. Git remote fork. Maybe we can do this. I know. Yep. Remote upstream user.repo.git. Okay. So if I do this. User github.com/user/repo.git. If I grab this, I'm likely going to break this. That's fine. I can break it, and it only affects my machine. So let's drag this over here. So we're going to say git remote add upstream that we want .git. Git remote add upstream github.com/user/repo.git. Remote upstream already exists. Oh, does it? Okay. Git fetch then. And do a git pull. Give me all the branches. Readme. How do I pull a remote branch from someone else's origin? So we need git add, yep, as a coworker, okay, and then fetch that and check out. Okay, right, so wait, we already did this. We're not going to call it upstream, we're going to call it coworker. Coworker. Bloop. Yep, then git fetch coworker. This is likely going to kill everything on my machine, but that's fine. I'd rather it destroy. I'd rather I went through the mistakes so that you don't have to. So we're going to git pull. Excellent. Then we're going to git check out the branch called this. Please commit git. What have I done? Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. Git reset dash dash. Reset all my local changes. Check out there. Excellent. Do another git pull to make sure we're on the right one. Then we're going to go ls and see the files. We're going to go .net format OwaspHeaders.Core solution. This is going to do a whole bunch of stuff. What it's doing, and I'll show you what it's doing in a moment. Okay, we'll go into Visual Studio Code and I'll show you. So what it's done, let me just close the readme, is it's gone ahead and found, now my head is in the way. I can't show you full screen, so let's drag it over here. Window bigger. So down here, let's ignore source for now. There's a .editor config. Okay. In the editor config, we can now go full screen. There's a whole bunch of options that I've chosen. So a whole bunch of these are, the indents have to be spaces for all files. That's what the star means, right? YAML files, they have to be 2. XML project files, they have to be 2. And so on and so forth, right? Some of these rules you can read in human plain language. So for instance, .NET style qualification for field is false. Okay, fair enough. And some of them are like for naming conventions and stuff like that. I've taken a long time to sort of pull these in because I pulled them in from a couple of different templates and then futzed with the styles to get them how I like them. But they match onto the C# coding guidelines. So we've run .NET test, which has changed a bunch of these files. And you can see here, it's put a space there. Lovely. And we can see here, I will show there we go. The white space differences is, this is presumably a bunch of spaces, and this is a couple of... Fair enough. That looks the same to me, but what do I know? I don't know. Cool. Okay, I wonder if I can... I don't want to have to make a PR into his to be able to PR into mine, but okay. Ran .NET format codebase. Let's see what happens, right? What's the worst that could happen is it's not going to work. Commit that. Push it. Push commits from and to. Okay. GitHub wants you to sign in. Okay, fair enough. We're not going to sign in with GitHub. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to my terminal, which is over here, and do git push. Should be signed in. That's really strange. I'll have to BRB whilst I sign in, so I apologize for this. I have to do this several times today. Okay, let's try this again. Git push. Username. Should be authenticated. Auth. Ah, GH auth. I thought I was already... I think what's happening is I'm not. Oh, yeah. There we go. I am not permitted to push to. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do, I'll do it another time, is we could totally fix this. I'll have to run it over on my machine, which means you won't see it. But you've just seen what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to, let's close this. Back to my terminal, which I've closed. Of course I have. Git checkout fetch remote. No, hang on. Let's see if we can figure out how to get back to where we were first. Branch A. Over there. Git fetch origin. Git. Oh. Branch A. Branch A. I don't like that it's called master, but I will rename it later. That's cool. Okay, so I'm going to go and do this, what I've literally just done here, but on the machine I'm using to stream with, because that's the one that's authenticated with. It's a whole mess. I need to figure out a way to fix it. And we will fix it at some point. So bear with me a second, folks, and we'll figure it. Oh, actually, got a better idea. I will fix it, but I'll have to be right back to be able to do it, okay? See you in a couple of minutes. Hello again. Okay, so the way we're going to have to do this, consulted with some friends, is I'm going to have to make a comment on the PR again and ask Miguel to run, because what's going to happen is when we go into the code and look at the actions again, I think, is this gonna, yeah, this is gonna, oh, it just does a build. I'll tell you what we'll do. Right, for now, I'm going to accept the PR. Can I accept it? Me. Nope. Okay. Have to accept it over here. Again, I will get this sorted. In fact, I'll do it now. Should be able to do it. As I plug my keyboard in. Okay, so PR. Can't see what I'm doing. When I'm going to the PR, I'm going to this view that you can see here. With the user that I'm logged in, this browser that you can't see, I have the ability to merge that pull request. To merge that, fantastic. We can see that's been merged. I'm also patient token. Oh, right. So we can now see in this view, we go up to here. They'll only have the one branch. We don't have Miguel's branch. Go to the version numbers. Readme has all this stuff in it. Changelog has version 7 listed. Fantastic. Which means, go back to code. Could now be publish NuGet package. Okay, so in the next few minutes, I don't know how long it's going to take. It takes a while. You can see it's publishing OwaspHeaders 7. Go back over here. It usually takes 5-10 minutes for this to happen. Look at how many downloads we've had of the new versions in the last month. That's really cool. Cool. Okay, so that's going to eventually update. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this release actually at some point because, oh yes, view invitation. Fantastic. I should now be, as this user, a collaborator and be able to do admin-y things. Wonderful. Yeah, what I might do is I might crash this release. Fantastic. What about tags? What have we got for tags? Tag. Version 1. Kind of pointless having a version 1 tag. I will leave it. Maybe I'll create a version 7 tag and push that. That's a good idea, actually. Let's do that. Which one am I pointing at? Git status. I'm going into origin master, so maybe I can go git. I'll do it another day. There's the git to add. I don't know whether it will work. I don't want to screw up my local copy of the repo. So we've still got 6.7. We go here. Do we still have the excellent? So there's 2 separate readmes in this project. There's one for I am reading the NuGet stuff, and there's one for I am reading the repo stuff. So you can see here there is readme NuGet.md and readme.md. Pretty cool. This does not support Blazor or WebAssembly because they're a little bit more, I should really update that. Let's update that now, will we? But in the terminal, git check b add dot format. Fantastic. And this with code. Whoops. Oh gosh. Too many windows. I lost track of the mouse pointer. Right, so okay, fine. That's fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. Right. Go back to my browser. Find the .NET format command. Congif. Well done. Editor config file. Editor con. Really? You're not going to do that? Control B to enforce certain any fields which whoops don't. I feel like that should be a that, but we'll ignore that. Adhere to whoops to these formatting rules will automatically fill will fill a PR action in the code. Oops. So to save time, these whoops. Copy paste that because I can't be bothered to type it out again because those developers are lazy. Ahead of submitting. Cool. I'm just going to preview that, make sure it works. Click that. Does it open the edit? Yes, it does. Excellent. Right. Cool. So what I've done is I've said you need to use the .NET Format global tool, and we use it as a config. Please make sure that get started. .NET add package. Or let's have a look. Getting started. Seems to like it if you open this. Go ahead, ask. How does that look? No, well, okay, because it's a light background. Great, but browser. Okay, cool. So it's doing some stuff. Okay, I need to update that. It'll look like, oh, I tell you what. Right, GitHub readme snippet. So what I want to do is I want to include permanent link to a snippet. There we go. Navigate to the repository, link, find the code you want to link to. Choose whether to select a single or cool, and then there's a permanent link. Cool. But what I want to do is I want to capture, instead of having to have this typed out, I want GitHub to render this for us. So we need to go to the Pure Middleware Header Extensions.cs. Search. It's easy to find, but I just want to jump straight to it. There we go. What we want is the build default. Am I looking at the correct build default? Did that not have? What? We merged this. Should the changes not be there? Merged it into main. Yeah. We've merged it in, so there should be a change on Headers Middleware Builder. Nope, not that one. I don't think this matches configuration. There should be, nope, not that one. Should be a use cross-origin resource build the resource policy before the XSS section. So go back here. We're in main. Back to that file. Main. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Okay. So what did this page say? It said, click the number to select a range of code. Click the number of the first line to highlight that line of code. Then hover over the last line. Press Shift. Okay, cool. So here, right there, there. Permalink. Excellent. Navigate to the composition where you want to put it, and then paste it in and click Add Comment. Linking to it in Markdown. You can link to specific lines in Markdown files by loading the Markdown file without Markdown rendering. To load a Markdown file without rendering, you use the plain underscore. Okay. You can link to a specific line in a Markdown file the same way you link to code appended. Okay, so you're saying, see if I understand this correctly. It won't work in Visual Studio Code, I don't think. Not going to work there. It's saying if I just put that there. Go back. GitHub. Nip it in. There we go. The permalink, excellent. Just paste there. So we'll do. Right, cool. We're in main, we'll go back here. I will edit this in line without saving it. Because that's what it'll allow me to do, and then I can see the preview. We're going to paste it here. We're going to have extra gnarly, crazy syntax. What the heck? It's going to have extra thingamies on it. If this works, extra tabs and stuff. Oh, look at that! It worked! It pulled it in. So it just actually pulls the line in. Fantastic. And if you want to build your own custom configuration, zoom in like that. Fantastic. Be using that anyway. I'd love to be able to pull that in. Yeah, I'm going to lose my changes. So I've got it in mind. Permalink. Go back. So what I'm doing, rather than having actual code in there, throwing a link to the code, so then if the code changes, it will update those changes, right? Cool. All right. Cool. Let's hit save on that. And let's do, look, .NET format. Wait, did I created a PO. Branch away. No idea. Yeah, we're in Origin. Origin is, yeah, how about it? Added, no, updated. Oh, wait, if I'm here, I may as well do the, yeah, I'll do the readme. Build status. First of all, added .NET format. List of tools required. Added section. Else and added to coding else. Oh, it's fine. I really, you've no stage. Oh, cancel. So Visual Studio is complaining here. It's saying, hey, you should only have 50 characters in your commit message. Oh, okay. Publish that branch on that one. Cool. Then I'm going to take a look at the changelog just to, because I didn't add here. Version 6 removes that. Back. Oop. Oh gosh, lost all my windows now. Right, didn't remove it completely. Did it? There's a list of default headers. All code which generates the header is value is still present, but it is removed for the defaults, right? From from list. Whack 7. From me. Okay, ignore this one for now. Changelog has changed, but not right yet. Again, confusing because I'm looking at the wrong stuff. I'm going to go fork and my fork. I'm going to synchronize. Take my branch, that's fine. Cool. Here. Terminal. Git pull. Oh, git merge master. Everything's going to break. No way that master's already up to date. Yeah, look, go. Git checkout master. Yeah, but yeah, there you go. Git pull. Yeah, I'll just do it. Click that button, it's easier. To read it. Cool. Then I can do merge master. I don't like that it's master, but I will change that as soon as I am able to. Doesn't sound great. I'm sorry, but no. Okay. Copy the whole of that. Whoops. I will change it. There is, I believe it was, I believe it was a good friend of the show, Carl, who said that he has a script you can run that just whacks through all of the branches and renames everything. For use. Added cross origin to list of. Okay, so as I'm changing files and I want to push this back up, I'm going to eventually have to update version numbers, otherwise when we try to push, get a break. This is a patch, not even a minor change, it is a patch change. This here, we're going to say get this changelog, we're going to add that one. Added versions 6 and 7 to table for changelog. Cool. Version bumps. Cool. Sync. Yep. Cool. So that's pushed up. I'll reset my view on here. What? Oh, good. On a file. Oh, reset that for a second. Okay, so now we have a pull request that I've created myself inside of here. Add .NET format to readme. I'm going to go assign myself 0 approving review. Okay, fair enough. Added detail to. I am super verbose when it comes to rationale for PR. Changes. Cool. I noticed stuff listed in a README. This can lead to all sorts of issues when a contributor long and PR is it fails. PR fails. Put the CI pipeline. Adhere to the code standards. Also, the changelog table needed dated. Okay, changes. Okay, added sections to .NET format. Add section to .NET format. OWASP. Updated. Change log. Include. Whoops. Versions 7. And then patch version up. Please. Cool. I'm going to create that. Okay, so that's going to go ahead and do its thing. So it is pending a review. That's fine. Prove it. Or do. I made the changes, so I must be happy with them, right? I made the changes, so I've got to be happy with them. Cool. Subjects are not successful. Huh. I fell for the same problem. Right, okay. I may as well, while I'm here, .NET format OwaspHeaders.Core solution. Takes a moment because it's doing regex on files. Go git add git commit and .NET code and .NET com. Go git push go. Fantastic. Go back one. Approval not required because it can be merged without approval. Do it without it. Hang on one second, folks. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Do we need to add a review? We don't, I don't think. We've already reviewed those changes. We're going to review some more. Over on review, so add deleted the extra space there. And fantastic. Review, approve. You can't see what I just saw, but it's fine. Cool. It is now doing the thing. I can merge my own pull requests now. How great is that? Can't approve them, that's all. It's doing the test. That's cool. I should probably make that do .NET test with the very specific project. That would be a little bit faster, I think. If we go back here, before we push this out, there should now be a .NET. Look, 7. OwaspHeaders.Core version 7. Woo! All right. And it's using .NET Standard 2.0. So currently, it supports .NET Framework and .NET Core Modern.NET. So that's pretty groovy. Okay, we're going to merge this pull request because it's my pull request to merge and I'm one of the contributors. Cool. I'm going to delete that branch because it doesn't need to be here no more. If we go back here, you should see another build happening. Fantastic. Excellent. Mission accomplished. What we've done here is we have merged Miguel's changes into this branch. I took the decision that since I'm the main contributor and could fix it, I took it in with the whatchamacallums, the .NET format changes required, then ran the .NET format changes and pushed it back up. So now we have in here, we've got a changelog, we've got a code of conduct. Does that link still work? Fantastic. Early the repo's development, shortly after its inception, builds are removed. We'll move to bit up there because of this. Right, okay, so I need to change this, but I'll do that another time. This is really early on in the setup for this. I used to do GitHub releases of just the code, and then you would have to build it yourself. And then I did AppVeyor, and then got rid of that because now GitHub Actions is a thing, because this project has been going for a very long time. 6 years ago. It's one of the earliest. Let's find out. Find out when the oldest commit is. This will be interesting, won't it? 2019. I'm thinking it's around 2017. Oh, there's 2017. 2017. Yep, 2017 was the initial commit. So that was way before GitHub Actions were a thing. So now that GitHub Actions are a thing, I need to change that changelog so it doesn't read, but I could do that another day. That's totally fine. That's not a problem. It's actually used by 50 other projects. This is really cool. This is one of the really cool things that GitHub allows you to do. You can actually see what other things are using this project. Really cool. Cool. Right. Okay, so that's the thing done. Ah, yes, this is what we wanted. So this is program.cs. Click here and you can actually go through to the program.cs. I like this. The formatting here is a little bit janky because it's kept the blank space characters there. It's kept a line number and you have to scroll to get to the full version of the line. The scroll bar gets in the way, but that means that if this line in program.cs changes, it will automatically be updated here because it's just pulling that value through. Similarly with this one. So we no longer have to go into the README and alter this line to add any new things when the default list changes. We can just pull in this line, maybe change it to reach to line 39, and you can see the entirety of the default builder there. Now that's your custom one and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, warnings about how it's not, although remove powered by is there, ASP.NET Core's default reverse proxy will add it back in because it will. Cool. I think that's a good one. So let's have a look. Cross origin policy. Oh gosh, hang on. You know what I didn't do? I comment with that, closes that. But then that should, because it's really, no, I do it, alright. Closed. Close will come out. Fantastic. Cool. So now we only have 6 issues to work on. Even a V5 tag. Wow. That's an old one. Yeah, some of these go back to 2018, look. But what I'm going to do one time is I'm going to look through the list of OWASP recommended headers and actually see if these are still valid, because one of them wasn't last time I did this. So we'll do that another time because we're coming up on an hour. Thank you all for watching along. If you've been lurking in the chat, please say hello. If you've not been lurking in the chat, that's totally fine. If you're watching on a catch up, that's also fine too. Cool. I will catch you all another time. So I hope you have a really good day. See you later.